hope you're all okay. So for today's card and today's video, I'm going to make something that I think a lot of you have already seen on Sam's channel, the Made to Surprise channel. It was one of my samples and it was a little pink 3D card. Now I've had a lot of requests about this card and if I could do a tutorial on it. So I already sent my samples off to Sam, which was what you've seen in that video, and so I don't actually have that card to show you, but I thought what I'd do is I'd show you the me making the card, but I've just done it in a slightly different colour, still using the same collection. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So the first step then, what I've done is I have taken the mechanism die, which is this one, this mechanism here, and I've cut this out, and this is what it has given me. Now I already have a tutorial on my channel, and I can link that video below of me showing you how to cut this mechanism out, how to score it, how to fold it to create this. So I'll link that below for you. So once you have this structure here, the next thing that I'm going to do is just bring in my die set again. Is I'm just going to cut a few mats and layers. So I'll just move that to one side. I'm going to cut a few mats and layers from this set here. So this all comes within your collection. So from the largest die, I'm going to cut 2 panels in the same like purpley lavender colour. The next thing I'm going to do is take the next nesting die down, and I'm going to cut that 4 times in white. And then the last thing, I'm going to take this smallest nesting die set here, and I'm going to cut that from one of the pattern papers from the collection, and I can just show you. It's this pink disco ball one here. I've cut that out in the smallest die there. So I'll show you what I have. Okay, so I've stuck my layers on already just to make the video a little bit quicker. So what I've done is I've got 2 purple layers, 1, 2, 3, 4 white layers, and 1 pattern paper. Now the only additional thing that I've done is I've taken the same purple card and I've cut this down to 4.5 by 6.5, and on the 6.5 side I've just scored at 1/2 inch to create that little flap there, and that I'm going to attach to the back, so then I've got an opening for the card. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. So the first thing that I've done is I've taken the purple layer, the white layer, and the pattern paper layer, and I'm going to bring this mechanism back in here. Now I've folded these flaps here, I guess, to the back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slot this piece inside and stick it to the back there. So I'm going to get that done first. I'm just going to glue that into place. So once I've got that now stuck into place, what I've done is I've just folded these flaps over and popped this piece in between. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the other purple layer, and I'm just going to basically sandwich these flaps in between these 2 pieces of card here. So I'm just going to pop some glue on the back of here. And I'm using the construction glue, the Collal all-purpose glue for this. I'm going to stick that on the back of that piece there, like so. So now it's all, mechanism of it is all concealed. Make sure that's straight on there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is with the additional piece that you've cut by hand and scored here, you're going to fold that flap over, and I've just added my white piece to the back and to the other side. Now this is optional, you don't have to do that. This is just what I've done to make it look quite neat and tidy. So I'm going to run my glue along that flap there, and then add this, lining it up at the top there, and this will create the hinge. So you've got a card that opens then at the back. So I'm just holding that in place for a moment. Again, I'm using the collal for all of this. It becomes a really sturdy 3D structure. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. So this is the front, and we're going to do some decoration on here. And then this part now opens and it stands up. My surface is slippy, so it's not wanting to stand up, but yeah. So the front, and then this opens. So the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pop another white piece in here. I'm going to pop the happy birthday in there, like so. Now, I'll be honest, this piece was supposed to go here and this piece here, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. It still looks great. And then you've got all your space there to write a little message. Okay, so I'm going to get that piece stuck down too. Okay, so I've got all that stuck down now. This is the front. We open it up, we have the happy birthday in the wrong position there, but that's fine. And the next thing I'm going to work on is some of the decoration. So again, from the collection, I'm just picking up the colours that I'm using in this card. I have created some of the mats and layers from the die set. So I've got 2 of the diamonds that I'm going to place in the centre diamond there. And then I've got 4 of the triangles, which I'm going to place on each of these 4 triangles here. Now the only thing that I've done is I've taken the largest matte layer, cut that in white, taken the smallest matte layer and put that in the pattern paper, stuck them all together, and then, like I say, I'm going to add those as the decoration, like so. So I'm going to get those stuck down, and then we're going to work on some of the elements that I've coloured from the die set, stamp and die set, and decorate this all up. Right, okay, that's everything stuck down now. So the next thing that I'm going to work on is the decoration for the front. So if I just move this to one side, I'm bringing the Seam Builder A5 stamp and die set. Now what I've done is I've just stamped out a couple of the images. So I've gone for the disco balls, the microphone, and the champagne glass. So these are the images that I've coloured, and I've done 2 of each of the images. Now I know a lot of you like to know the colour combinations and things for all the colouring in the decoration. So again, what I've done for you, and if you want to take a screenshot of this, you feel free. I've just wrote out a little swatch, the name of the marker and the code there, and this is using the Ohuhu markers. So in fact, if I just bring that up a little bit closer, hopefully that's better, and you can grab a screenshot. And if you have these markers and you want to use this colour combination, then that's perfect for you. Okay, so I'm going to now cut these out. So this is a stamp and die set, so it comes with all the coordinating dies. So I'm going to get all these images cut out, and then we're going to build them up on the front of the card. Okay, so I've got those pieces cut out now, and I've popped some little foam squares on the back there. So I'm going to bring the card back in, and I'm just going to decorate these 2 panels. So I'm going to take one of the disco balls, and I'm going to pop that in the centre there, and the other one in the centre of the other panel, like so. I'm going to take one of the microphones. This is always the hardest part, undoing the release paper off the foam pad. I'm going to pop that microphone just slightly behind there, and then I'm going to take one of the champagne glasses and do the same on the opposite side. Just sort of tuck it behind like so. and then I'm going to repeat that but on the opposite side at the bottom. I'm just going to tuck that in. Well, I say I am. Like so. Pop that on the side there, and then the champagne glass on the other side. Like so. Okay, so the next thing that I've done, and the final, well, the second to final step I guess, is I have taken one of the stamps from the set, and this says behind every great night are great friends and a cocktail, and this comes from Paint the Town Red stamp set within the collection. So I've stamped that, and I've just cut it out with one of my dies there, and this is it's a gilded from Chloe's Creative Cards. Now, because I want this sentiment to just pop a little bit more, I always like to do a little trick if I want something to really stand out. I'm going to take my marker that I've used for the microphone here, and I'm just going to go around the edge. So again, if anybody was interested, this is the Who markers, and it's RV311 in Pansy, and I'm going to take the chisel tip end and just angle it slightly and drag it towards me like so, just so it gives that bright pop of colour around the edge, and it really makes it stand out on the card then, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of foam on these two pieces here, and then pop that in the middle like so. So I'll get that stuck down, and then there's just a little finishing touch that I've done, and I've just added some little gems and sparkles. Okay, so I've got that sentiment added now. So then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some sparkly silver gems there, and I'm just going to add it into the design. I just think it brings out that kind of sparkly girls' night there. So I'm just going to grab my pickup tool and add some of these little gems here. So I'm going to add a bigger one at the bottom there and two smaller ones. There, another bigger one there, smaller one there, and one there, like so. So that now is a completed card. I'm just going to be a little bit gentle because that glue's not quite dry yet. So this is the card, and like I say, it opens up like so. It stands up on its own. Now this card is 3D. You won't be able to put it in a flat envelope. It does not fall flat. What I like to do is I like to make either a box to fit this in, or maybe a gift bag. That's how I do it. And any cards like this, I hand deliver. So for that, it doesn't really, you know, matter too much. I can make a box for this, it's not a problem. So yeah, so that's the card there. I think that's lovely. So I hope you liked that video, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and the new collections going forward from Made to Surprise. I will be doing all sorts of other things as well. I'm just building my channel at the moment, so there is a lot of content coming. I'm just in the process of, you know, filming and recording those videos. Please hit the like button if you do like this video, and leave me a comment. Do you like this card? Do you think you might recreate it? What would you do differently? let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.